Okay.
Okay, hi everybody. I should probably announce this on Twitter. Hold on a
Hi,
second.
Dr. Nick.
Hi, everybody.
I'm here. Are you excited for Lords of the Fallen follow-up that's sci-fi? Because I'm a little excited, actually. It looks kind of good. It looks alright.
Okay, so hi, we're playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Sega.
Yay! Yeah, that's great.
Sonic 3 and Knuckles is really good. It's probably
It's a
the
good
best
game.
Genesis game. Probably the best game on Genesis. We're playing as Sonic only because Tails is annoying as hell and just gets in the way.
What about Thunder Force 4?
What about Crusader of Senti?
I've never even heard of those games.
Oh,
You should
you
hear
play both of
about
those
those
games.
They're
Those are
good.
good games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do know that Thunder Force 4 has the fucking best soundtrack.
Yeah, it
Ever.
does have it's fucking great. That's a good game.
Hey.
But,
I don't want to take the speed shoes. The speed shoes are always a trap that I hate. There is such a thing as too
Yeah,
fast
if you're
in a
bad at
Sonic
video
game.
games.
There's such a thing as too bad and too fast in a Sonic game.
But seriously, Kalon, you like Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Do you think that the Surge will be good? Because I
Yeah,
think
it looks good.
alright.
It looks
Yeah.
It looks all right. Yeah.
The worrisome
wait
thing
to
is Lords of the Fallen is not very good. So, like, there's a danger there.
Yeah.
But you're a Cyberman with a cyber shield.
You're not a
Yes, that's
Cyberman.
true.
Excuse me. That is copyright property of Doctor Who. Thank you.
Alright.
The Cybermen
You're the guy.
are.
You're Matt Damon from Elysium, is what you are, like for real. But it's the same
Look,
outfit.
man. All I want is to bash people with my cyber shield.
Yeah, I'm actually very excited for what's it called? LX, the game that Risen and Gothic devs are making, which is also science fiction for some reason, but it looks great. I like Gothic and I like Risen, and I'm totally on board for Risen with like robot monsters. That's fucking my
Robot
jam.
pirates?
It's gonna be great.
Robo
No, there won't be pirates. There were only pirates in like one of those games. They're mostly not about pirates.
They're mostly not about pirates.
Yes.
But pirates.
Pirates are cool, and my friend.
Angel Island Zone.
Angel Island Zone.
I fucking love Angel Island Zone.
My favorite one is the one where they just called it Neo Green Hill Zone. That's my favorite fake Green Hill Zone. They're just like,
Wait a minute. What? Wasn't that in 4?
yeah, I
Episode
don't.
1?
That's not a good level, but I
No.
just like the name where they were just like, fuck it, I don't know. It's Green Hill
It's
Zone
fucking
again.
Green Hill Zone again. Whatever. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
Nobody's
we'll
gonna
just
play this
call it
game.
that.
Nobody's gonna play this.
I mean, I
Nobody's
did.
gonna play this unless they're like a super nerd who's already into Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic
Like,
Mania
that's the
looks
entire
good.
premise behind 4.
Sonic Mania does look good, and so does the new Sonic 3D Sonic that they're coming out, which is basically just Sonic Generations 2.
Yes, Sonic Forces is
Sonic
what it's called.
Forces, yes.
Yeah, like that sounds. I mean, if it's like Generations, it'll probably be pretty good.
I hope it's
They-
like Generations. Generations was hella great.
Yeah, or Colors was pretty good.
Colors was pretty good too. Basically,
Yeah.
Colors and Generations are the only 3D Sonic games worth playing.
My only
me think,
regret
is that-
about selling my Wii is that I never got colors.
Don't you have a Wii U?
Oh,
Why would
Well,
anybody
I never had a
own a
PS4
Wii U?
either.
Says the
I
guy who owns a
genuinely-
Wii U.
I really thought Great Joe had a Wii U. I really did.
ew, no.
Why
I do
would-
think that the Wii U would be a better purchase right now than a Switch.
Well, it has more than 2 games, so there is
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Wait, you
In
mean there are
fact,
games
I-
other than Zelda?
I went to a GameStop and they had the most amazing ad, which was, if you buy Zelda for your Switch, you'll probably want another game. So here is one. And I was just like, that's what your marketing team fucking came up with? Like, you might as well buy another game. I don't know.
Ew.
Maybe this one.
Maybe this one. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's kind of grody.
Yeah.
IMO.
It was
IMVHO.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is a game that was on the previous console, so they couldn't even think like that's all they had. Two
The
games
Switch
that
has
are
yet to
also
get
on.
a good exclusive.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Like-
Mario Odyssey's coming out. That should be a good exclusive.
New
Oh
Dog
boy,
City.
I can't wait for fucking Sonic 06 in Mario form. Mario's back in Sonic form.
You mean Sonic's back in Mario form?
Both.
Will Mario have to kill like time traveling Mario? Because that'd be pretty sweet. Get behind
Wow. I can't wait for Silver Mario.
that. It's Mario the human and Luigi the human.
Oh no. Fucking kill me. So fucking bad.
What? Well, as the movies told us, it's Mario and Luigi Mario.
Yeah.
Yes, who are father and son, but also brothers, which is a good thing to have
No,
in your movie.
they are brothers, but Mario is like a father to him. That's what the line was, okay?
But he's also like 50, so
Yeah.
like
I mean-
Bob Hoskins is clearly not like a 20-year-old man. You know, the dude is old.
There have been weirder things that happened. Medibot's dad is like 108 or something like that.
I don't believe you.
No, it's like he's posted pictures of his dad, and he said happy like 100-something birthday, dad.
Wow.
Yeah, Medibot's
Wow.
dad is super old.
Well, happy old day, Dad.
Yeah.
It was a while ago that he posted that picture too, so I don't even know if his dad is still alive.
Even
I
older.
can't wait to see Grandpa Dad attempt Thompson's Gambit.
The Catsworth maneuver.
I'm enjoying
Oh, no.
the moments of Horizon when I can pretend it's a new Cabela's game. Then it makes me happy.
Oh, that is actually making me kind of excited for Horizon.
Horizon's really good.
But I like to pretend it's like a new Cabela spin-off that someone came up with. They're just like,
I mean,
we-
okay,
we've
after
done
Dangerous
lions and
Hunts,
tigers. Yes, that's true. That's exactly right. Or African Adventures, which had a survival horror level. That was pretty sweet.
there's like an entire subgenre of Cabela's games that are basically just like minor horror games.
Yeah,
You just
yes.
shoot baboons for 20 minutes at a time.
Yeah, there's that amazing sequence in Dangerous Hunts 2011, which is you're in a graveyard and there's wolves howling.
Yes,
and it's like, and it's fucking awesome.
It's great.
It's great.
I
What if
actually had
there's a Dangerous Hunts 2 and it's just about avoiding a family like in RE7 and the family is called Hunts?
Actually, Dangerous Hunts 2 has a scene where a man is thrown off a cliff by a bear, which is pretty sweet.
oh god, I forget which one I have, but it has a gun that like keeps track of how many of your heartbeat, and it's called the
Yes,
Fear
that's-
Master.
That's 2013, I think. Which is
Yeah.
weird because that's the one that's not a horror game, but I guess they didn't realize that, so they just put it in there anyway. But that is the one that has a wizard lion at the end with
Oh
a force
really?
field.
Oh, now I'm really excited. I should stream that because I own it.
Wizard
Yeah, the
Lion.
final boss is like, they're like hunting this lion because it's been killing people, but then they get to the end and it has like a magic force field and lives in a temple. And I was just like, what? like, what? And they don't explain that, it just happens.
Okay, I really need to play this game now.
And it was marketed as being from the writers of the show Fringe, but it's actually a guy who wrote like the official cookbook of the show Fringe, or something like that.
Oh, that reminds me. Remember Need for Speed: The Run? And
Yes.
how, like, the Wikipedia page says that it was written or directed by Michael Bay.
Yeah, he
Except-
directed the trailer, that's all.
He directed a trailer, not even the trailer, just one of them.
You gotta love being technically correct. It's the best kind of correct.
It's not even technically correct.
I wish he had directed that game. It would have been a lot better. Like,
Oh man.
let's be fair to Michael
Yeah.
Bay. Like, he would have had more action and stuff in his if he directed that game. Also, more.
He would have
hits,
still
but-
had that scene where Jack Rourke like stares at a butt.
and the one where he kicks a dog. That was a good scene, but that was good times. But yeah, you should play Dangerous Hunts 2013. It's like 4 hours long. You could probably beat it in like a day, and you'll have a fun time.
I'm gonna stream it one day. Fuck it.
That's that. If you've ever seen that video I have where the lines just like fall off a cliff for no reason, that's what that game is.
Okay.
And it has rail shooter levels and all kinds of great stuff. It's fantastic.
So glad.
And my favorite thing about there are those two games, like 2011 and 2013, which were made by the same company. And in the first one, it's about a father and son avenging the brother, and in the second one, the son and brother avenge the father, and they both look identical. So it's like it's like parallel events, a timeline of what could have been. What if the other guy had been killed by a bear?
Oh.
Okay, so because I have this fire shield, I am effectively invincible against Robotnik because all of his attacks are fire-based, so I can just jump right through them.
Yeah, but you can still fall off a cliff.
You could, but I didn't. If you can get over that hump of falling off a cliff and dying, then...
Oh yeah. Sonic and Knuckles is not a difficult game. Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but it's a fun game. It's
Oh, yeah.
alright, but it's not great.
It's really long, but they
It is
also
pretty
have
long.
twice the emeralds. So that's
Yeah, you can be Hyper Tails, who for some reason is covered in birds
Yeah,
for reasons that were never explained.
good. Well, it's because
okay,
he's
why
the real
would you
hero
want
of
to be
Sonic
covered in
3D.
birds?
It
That's my
actually
question.
might be. It actually might be because in Tails' Adventure he saves a bunch of birds, so maybe it's a reference to that. But
Oh yeah, those are flickies, right?
he goes to. I don't know. That game is weird. It's a Metroidvania with Tails in it. It's very strange. He fights like evil birds.
I never really had a
Duckbirds.
Game Gear or a Master System.
You missed almost nothing.
Yeah, you missed
Like-
some Sonic games, and some games made by Sonic Team, and
Yeah.
there you go.
I think they had like a 1v1 Sonic, no Shinobi Fighter game.
I actually have been playing I've been playing Rodea, which is the last Yuji Naka game, and it feels very Sonic Team. It's actually good. It's a pretty good game. It's fun, but it feels like the kind of thing they would have made like on the GameCube. It has the same like look and feel to it, and the music and everything. But it's a lot of fun if you play it on the Wii. At least you get to swing around and stuff, and it works fun. It's great. Good game. Good game.
I don't want this-
That's one of those games
shield.
that I keep forgetting that exists, but every time I remember, I want to play it.
Yeah, they made a weird decision of the Wii U port adds like a bunch of grinding and shit for some reason, but on the Wii there is no grinding and you just have fun. For some
Nice.
reason they decided to add like a shop and experience points and all this awful stuff to the Wii U port.
Well,
So-
the Wii U port is the one that got mandated by a studio, right?
Yeah, that was the only way he could get funding to finish it. So, but like they let him also release the Wii version, so you know, fair enough, right? That's pretty cool
Yeah.
of them.
And that's the one you really want to play because it works better and it's prettier and
Well, it's not prettier. I mean, they look exactly the same. You know, it's. I guess the Wii U version is prettier technically, but
I don't remember where any of the big rings are in this stage. I used
It's
to be,
just like-
as a kid, able to turn into Supersonic before being able to leave Hydro City, which was honestly a mistake because Supersonic's impossible to control.
Yeah, and you get stuck in spike pits a lot, and it's bad.
Yeah.
But
Kalon. It's
Kalon's just not good at
pronounced
video games.
Hydrosity.
Hydrosity.
Yep, I said Hydrosity. Let's all laugh at the Kalon zombie.
No, you said Hydrocity.
Yeah,
but in
you actually
reality,
said
it's
it.
pronounced Hydrosity.
Yeah.
This rude as hell fish. Okay, that's how I got rid of it. Okay, I was like, what?
Oh, right, the rude fish.
The rude fish.
I think,
Rude fish is shuffling.
Spin dash to get rid
No,
of
you
it?
can't. You can't duck. You have to wiggle the D-pad back and forth.
You're
I
out of
remember
rings.
those things
Be careful.
ruined
Oh,
me.
you got rings back.
Mm.
What about Sonic Rush? What are your thoughts on that?
Me?
Never played it.
Okay.
I had that. It has
That's
a
the
really good
PSP one, right?
soundtrack.
No, that's
That
the
was
DS
DS.
one.
Oh, that's the DS one. Oh, I have played that one. Yeah. Dimps can't make good games, so no.
Oh, that's cruel.
But true.
Didn't they make Sonic Colors?
Okay, they made one good Sonic game.
Yeah, they made that one. And Sonic Advance 2, I think, is alright.
I never played Sonic Advance 2.
Ooh.
Or maybe
Sonic
not
Advance 2
but
is a
like-
good press right to win game.
It is a very good press right to win game. I applaud them for that accomplishment.
It also has a really good soundtrack, like Sonic Rush.
Yeah. Yeah, Dims invented the boost thing, which is actually really good in Generation, so I guess we can give them credit for that too. So they did
Yeah.
okay. They came up with that.
Yeah.
And they didn't make Unleashed, so, let's not put all the blame on them.
You're right, they didn't make Unleashed.
Yeah. They made the Wii port of Unleashed. Think about that. Yeah. How bad must that be?
Ow.
Well, considering Dimps made it, pretty fucking terrible.
It is kind of really bad.
From what I understand, it just has like 3 times the brawler levels for no reason. Which I don't even understand.
The day levels are completely different. They have a lot of waiting. Also, the boosting is like you press the button and it activates for a set amount of time.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I hate the special stages. The only
Yeah,
reason
they're
I'm
bad.
getting all the Chaos Emeralds is because if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds, then you don't get to play like the best stage of the game. So
And you also disappoint everyone and you don't save the animals.
So which level is it where a hyper realistic of Sonic comes and kills you?
I think it's the third one.
Oh, okay, cool. But only if you don't get all the Chaos Emeralds. That's
Right,
okay.
right.
Mm.
Right.
They really,
I love
really wanted to
those
sell those
stages.
game guides back then. That's something even Sierra didn't do. If you don't solve the puzzle
Die
right,
in the game, you die for real life.
Yeah. Graham has stepped on a poisonous snake.
You died.
Please take the poison included in your instruction book.
Watch out, Graham! It's a poisonous snake.
I want Cedric to come back. I want a game with Cedric. Bring
Bring
back Cedric, Sierra.
Is he in the new game? I only played the first 2 episodes of the new game.
No, he is not in the new game, as far as I know.
Oh.
Let's actually fuck it. You know what? Let's make a thread that says let's play the Homestuck game, and it's just King's Quest. Let's do that.
I don't get it.
Okay. They were the people who were gonna make the Homestuck game, and they embezzled all the money and used it to make King's Quest
Oh
instead.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, they did. They stole all the money and went to Sierra and said, we can make King's Quest for like no money because we already stole all this money from these people. And so that's how they got the King's Quest license.
I think that was like a note that Kalon put at the top of his thread.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
I
He did do
said
that.
it was a good game made by terrible people.
Did you ever finish that? Why not?
I finished the first episode, and then I did recording for the second episode, and then that happened.
Well, hey, big King's Quest news. The Silver Lining is finally coming out soon.
Oh.
Aren't you excited about that?
Man.
Well, considering I haven't played any episodes past episode 2, not really.
Oh. Yeah, they're finally gonna release the final episode. That's what they say.
Wait, so it's only 3 episodes?
No, there's 5 episodes, and then there's an epilogue called The Silver Lining, I guess.
Yes, they
Cool.
also made a VR experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm so
But
excited.
Episode 5 is supposed to come out this year. So that's exciting. A little bit. It's a little exciting. You know.
Kind of exciting if, you're into that sort of thing.
I love that every single studio out there can make a quick buck by attaching an additional camera to their video game. Just like duct tape it.
I like how episodic
Look,
games.
I would play Mario 64 again if they actually sold me a decent camera to go with it. But they'll never do that. And also, Mario 64 suffers from a lot of other problems that were solved in Mario Sunshine.
Where is
Yeah,
the Mario
yeah.
64 VR experience? That's what I want. I want to play Mario 64 with VR goggles from Mario's perspective. That's what I want out of our technology. Please make that happen.
I can't wait to make Mario freeride videos in first person in VR.
Yes, yes.
That's what the world needs.
I want a face cam, but it's just Mario. As he plays, just like a camera focused on Mario's face during the game, while he goes like, "Wah! Woohoo!" And I want that in the corner of the screen. Yeah, that's what I want. It's a me, Mario, and everyone's like, "It's perfect." Mario's let's playing his own game. What's this about?
Charles Martinet does have that thing in Nintendo World where Mario's face pops up on a giant screen and you can talk to him. And he did a thing where he censored Mario, where he was making Mario say swear words, but he was censoring them with coin noises.
Yeah. I think I saw a video of that.
It was really
There's
good.
Yeah.
there's like a grocery store near here that has, as the register sound, it's Sonic's ring sound.
Oh yeah.
It makes me
Yes.
laugh every time.
There's a sound effect in the devices that we use at Walmart to do inventory and stuff. It's literally just getting the big Yoshi coin in Super Mario World.
They need to go
I'm so
further and
happy.
have it when you buy spaghetti at Johnny Carino's. It should go spaghetti with Mario's voice.
Oh.
You're at the Holiday Inn and you put on the toaster and Mario says, "All toasters toast toast," and you say, "I'm really
Mario
tired,
thing.
Mario."
I want a Mario thing where anytime you buy lasagna, it just says, "Oh boy, my favorite lasagna" in Lou Albano's voice. Because
welcome to the
big
Mama
thing.
Luigi maternity ward.
It's Mario. I remember a couple of episodes of that show, but I mean of the cartoon. But I only remember one of the live action skits. That's because I saw it a million times because I had a VHS of it. It was an episode where for some reason Roddy Piper commissioned Mario to fix his vacuum cleaner, and Luigi it wasn't fix his vacuum cleaner. It was fix his bagpipes, and Luigi had turned the bagpipes into a vacuum cleaner, and Roddy Piper got very angry because he's Roddy Piper.
Do you know the show Charmed, which was a terrible genre show in the 90s?
Kind of.
I remember that show, and it was
There-
from the noughties.
Okay, but there was an episode of
damn
that
it,
where a bunch of WCW stars appeared as demon wrestlers, and then they wrestled each other. And
I'm
Rick
so
Steiner was on the
happy.
show as the Demon Wrestler Mega Man, which is a good name.
That is
That
a
is a
great
good
name.
And anyway, Alyssa Milano wrestled him and beat him, and that was that, which is something that would totally happen.
Maybe he's just a jobber.
They just set it up so that like Alyssa Milano would feel good about herself. Like, all right, guys, we're gonna bring in these witches, and they're just gonna like win, and we'll sell a bunch of tickets.
Oh no, it's Nux, and he pressed a button.
I can't believe Knuckles the Echidna did this.
I can't believe he pressed a button again. Like, that's all he does.
I'm the actual Knuckles, trapped in the real world.
Have you seen that horrible comic book where they got
Yes.
live action children?
Yes. Sonic. It's one of the Sonic comics. I forget which
it's
one.
really awful. I used to own that comic book. The way they win is that Sonic goes to the real world and plugs in the up down down cheat.
Yes, which wouldn't even work in Sonic.
No,
so.
what? No, there wasn't. There was a cheat like that.
Unrealistic.
It was instead of up down, it was like up down left right instead of left right, which made it legally distinct from, but similar to the Konami code.
I will always love the Sonic comics for the whole Ken Penders saga. Like, that
Do
is
you
a
love
gift.
Laura Stu?
I do actually kind of love all of Ken Penders' horrible things, because Ken Penders is so amazing and so wonderful. I love the fact that he won the right
In
to
the
fake
LP
rip-off
Zone
Knuckles.
Discord, there is actually a bot that you can type in !Sonic for a random Sonic image, or you can type in !Penders for a random Ken Penders panel.
Yay! I love Ken Penders. I like the bouncy spikes in this level. I think that's funny.
Yeah.
It's a good effect.
It's a good gag.
Yeah.
Usually these
I
things
also
kill
like
you.
that they have guns, which is so perfectly Sonic.
Well, that's perfectly Shadow, I think you'll find.
All hail Shadow.
He obliterates everything that's not his friend, as you know.
I can't.
What? I want to know what they were thinking when they made that game.
They were thinking
I think
we
they
should
were
make a
think-
Sonic the Hedgehog game where Sonic says "damn," and he
But
does.
he
He
does,
also
but-
was supposed to say shit, but then they had like a voice actor mandate that he didn't want to do it,
It's like taking candy from a baby, which is fine
which
by
is
me.
fine by me.
Oh,
My
game.
god, that's a good game. That's a bad game, actually. That's fucking terrible, but it is funny. Which is
It's strangely mesmerizing.
It's. I think it's. You know what? I'm gonna say it's better than Sonic 4, and it's better than Sonic, fucking Unleashed, at least. But it's not
Oh, yeah.
better than any actual real game made by sane people.
No, it definitely isn't. But like, it just keeps you playing, even though it's kind of really bad.
And like, you know what? It's horribly padded too, like all of the Sonic games at that time were. But at
Yeah,
least it's
yeah.
padded with playing more Sonic instead of God of War clone. So like, that's better,
I guess.
You
I
know?
love that. Like every single permutation of ending you can get is numbered.
Yes, there's like 300 of them, and they all have names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that sometimes Sonic just kills Dr. Robotnik in
When
the end.
Jordan did his LP of it, he read the titles of all of the endings. It was a 16-minute long video.
Oh shit.
You don't even get. There's no point to it. You don't get anything
No,
for doing them.
you just have to do all
It
the
reminds
pads.
me-
That's all, and then you get like
It
some
reminds
special
me of-
thing.
My favorite lasagna cat video.
The one
one's
where
that?
he uses the cat brush. That's my favorite.
Oh no, not the cat brush.
I don't complain when I
Oh,
use his toothbrush.
Is that the one with the Nine Inch Nails song?
Yes.
Oh,
that's,
okay.
That's a good video.
That's a good video.
Now, where could my pipe be?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh man.
Oh,
I
all the
watched
new
all of
ones
it.
are really good.
All of it. I watched all of it, and
You're a better
I'm
person for
honestly
it.
fine with that.
But let's.
I am
let's be
somewhere
fair.
in the sex survey video. I don't know where, but I'm somewhere.
I forgot to call in. I felt so stupid. I feel bad about that. I
Same.
would have loved to have been in there.
I love the guy who.
Oh,
like,
no!
he
Damn it!
spent-
I touched
The
the
guy who
red.
spent like 5 minutes just talking about his life,
Yeah,
pretending
he called 3
to
times.
be like 3 times. Wow.
There was one guy who called like 3 times. He's like, yeah, this is like my 3rd time calling, but I just want you to know that it just goes on and on.
And, like, he talks about how he met all these strange people, but like, isn't he the most strange one for going along with all of this? All of these different things.
I don't know. I think I'm going the wrong way. Oh god.
I think you might be.
Can we talk about Heathcliff?
No.
Let's talk about Heathcliff.
No.
I don't.
Heathcliff
We
is
won't talk about
banned
Heathcliff.
from this chat. Thank you.
Why is
Only
that?
Garfield. Because Garfield is the
Why
one.
do you keep going up there? And why do you keep bumping into the spiky guy?
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's the
dude?
3rd time you did that.
You gotta pray to the garbage.
Oh wait, I
help,
was
that'll
actually
help
going the
you.
right way when I said I think I'm going the wrong way.
Okay.
But like, what is the deal with Heathcliff? I know he can beat up a bunch of dudes.
It's impossible to say because
I know that there's a garbage ape.
yeah, there's a garbage ape, and sometimes Heathcliff will wear like a hat with a word on it for some reason.
Oh, right.
Like,
Because
there's
he
that
likes
one where-
whatever's on the helmet.
Well, no, there was one where he had a helmet and it said ham, and the caption was he's wearing the ham helmet again. So I don't know what the joke was.
He likes ham.
He was wearing the ham helmet again. I don't.
He was wearing
What's-
the ham helmet again.
I mean, have you seen Marmaduke Explained? Have you seen the blog Marmaduke Explained?
I have not.
Oh
but-
god, it's so good because he explains the joke of that day's Marmaduke, and sometimes it's something simple like he thinks it's a bone, and the explanation of the joke is Marmaduke thinks it's a bone, and other times it's like the woman he lives with is like sleeping in the bed, and Marmaduke's in there with him. And it's like a in-depth, detailed thing about the lady's pet like bestiality fetish.
Oh. I don't feel like she really has a bestiality
No,
fetish.
no, that's the joke. She doesn't. But
I see.
the guy's like reading way too much into it, and then the next day he'll go back to like something really stupid simple like that's Marmaduke's bone. It's a really good blog, and I like it a lot. Oh no! Oh, okay, good. I did not get the triple Eggmans.
Man. The worst thing about modern consoles is that you don't get weird fake ports anymore like you did in the PS2 era. Like, there's no Pets Horses that's actually like an adventure game about drug smuggling anymore.
Oh.
There's no Pets Cats 2, which was about saving the world from a dog that had a hat on.
I can't get back into this middle thing. God, okay, there we go.
Which is a game that I have. It's the sequel to The Dog Island, which is based on a different on a different license, and they just decided to make a sequel for Ubisoft and call it Pets Cats, and it's great.
If we ever get Fredimus back into the chat, I'm gonna ask him about Pets Horses and his LP of it, and Pets Horses 2.
What is there to ask? It's the most perfect LP to have ever existed.
It's such a great LP.
That's a good game. I like that game. I like that you can take
Yeah.
photographs and that you never have to race a horse at any point.
Yeah, because fuck horses
Don't fuck horses.
Actually,
That's a
not
bad
really,
idea.
just-
That's how
just-
Mr. Hands happened.
No,
Figuratively.
there's actually a real reason why, and it's that in the original like German release, or no, it was French. It's a French game. The original
Yeah.
French game didn't have horse racing in it, but Ubisoft mandated that since they were gonna be releasing it as like a pets game, it had to have horse racing. So they just put it in there.
Didn't it
It-
also have Gymkhana?
Yeah, but it was just like they just made a horse adventure game, and then Ubisoft said like, "We'll publish it, but you gotta put in like a mini game where you ride a horse." And they said, "Okay, that's fucking fine, you know, whatever." So it's completely
Fucking-
pointless. It doesn't do anything. I like the
Yeah.
bit where the mayor like traps you in Silent Hill. That's a good section of that game.
Yeah, just like an abandoned part of the town.
It's actually an abandoned asylum. Like that's what they say. It's just there in like the horse town.
That's such a French thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
I remember the last time I visited France and there was all these haunted museums just inhabited by horses.
Yeah, you know, it's fine.
It happens all the
And the
time.
mayor says, like, you're going to stay here and die, and then you leave, and it turns out he just wanted, like, the stables, because he wanted to raise horses. That was his evil plan.
mm,
It's completely confusing and bizarre. That's a good game.
Kayla, the correct direction is down.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to look for big rings so that way I can get supersonic.
The enemy's gate is down, as they say, in the Orson Scott Card game book.
Don't talk about the enemy's
Oh, no.
gates. That's private. You don't just talk
Okay.
about somebody's enemy's gates, Crow.
Okay, I'm sorry. I know in modern society it's not okay to talk about these things. By the way, are you enjoying Mass Effect? I'm curious.
Yeah, I've enjoyed
Okay.
Mass Effect several times already.
Oh, I didn't know you'd played it before. I thought you were
Yeah.
just doing
I
it.
think that was like the third time you did a playthrough of it. Or was it
No,
more?
it's like for Mass Effect 1, that's like the 5th time I've played it.
Mm.
Something stupid
Are you
like that.
gonna do the next ones? Are you gonna do 2 and 3 or?
I mean, yeah, probably.
Mass Effect 2 is a good third-person shooter.
It's a bad
Today-
RPG, but it's a good third-person shooter.
Today I found out that the character artist for like the Sherlock games, the Frogware Sherlock games,
Mhm.
did a bunch of fan art of Mass Effect Andromeda.
Okay.
So like she has a bunch of pictures of like all the characters and it's pretty good art. It's a lot better than the actual art in the game of the characters.
Well, yeah,
So-
Are they
not hard
It
are
to
makes
they
you kinda-
doing anything explicit? This is
No.
important.
No, she just like
Damn
drew the
it,
characters
it's
like
not
doing
lewd.
action stuff.
Lost interest, not lewd.
I know.
Not
But-
lewd at all.
No, not lewd at all. Which is a shame. Because this is the woman who gave us bald like scarf Sherlock, which is my favorite Sherlock.
Is that the one who goes yard bowling?
Yes, yeah, she's the person who works on that game and did all the characters for that.
Man, that's a handsome Sherlock.
That's
Not
a
gonna
very
lie.
handsome Sherlock, yeah.
Maybe too handsome.
What? There's no such thing.
No, you can weaponize handsome, Joe.
That is actually how Hank came to be.
Oh, God.
I just put up my profile picture and then suddenly there were like 40 people in here.
The lawn bowling case is funny because for a long time it's not clear whether Sherlock is like involved because he wants to solve the case or just because they won't give him his trophy for lawn bowling until the case is solved. It's like it's
That's perfect.
because he wins and then someone's murdered at the club and they're like, we're not gonna have the trophy ceremony anymore, and he's just like, man, I gotta solve this case.
Oh, that's good. That's good, Sherlock. I keep looking for places that I think have big rings that are spikes, and now I'm dead again.
Big rings over the hill. Sonic.
They are
Sonic's over the hill. He's old.
The Sherlock devs are making a Call of Cthulhu game, which is going to be probably pretty good. I hope.
Ooh.
Is
excited
that
for
who
that.
Is that who's making it?
They're making The Sinking City, but
Oh, okay.
also you're thinking of the other one, which is being made by fucking Cyanide. So that one will probably not be good.
Wait, wasn't Cyanide the guys who made that one Vietnam shooter?
No, Cyanide is the people who made the Game of Thrones RPG and Styx.
Ew.
So they are not capable of handling actual horror in any way. It might be funny, but it won't be very good.
I really want it to be good, but at the same time, I'm always scared when I see a Cthulhu thing that the developers do not know how to handle cosmic horror properly.
Yeah, but Frog Wars has actually made a couple Cthulhu games before that were like, they had like dated like adventure game stuff, but they were pretty good like on that aspect of it. So I think it's going to be good. Because
they do well in that aspect of the scenario.
They handle that aspect of the scenario very well, yes. How is that even sexy to say ever?
It's not, which is why it's hilarious.
What? Like, no, but like, I don't understand how that like was arising for him. Like, I don't understand anything.
I don't understand anything either.
When I read that stuff, I felt like I was like having a psychotic break. Like, it's just crazy. It doesn't make any sense.
That's schmorky for you.
That was crazy. No, like all that schmorky stuff was just like, I was just like I don't understand any part of this at all, and I really still don't.
Good. I wouldn't want to understand it. I feel like understanding it diminishes it somehow.
You got hit by those spikes, dude.
I did. I got hit by the spikes. I'm bad at video games.
That's not true. You're just bad at Sonic.
You know what?
I am actually
really
pretty
wish
good
that
at some
Headfirst-
video games. Some.
That's what I said.
Oh shit! Damn it! Fuck! I got squished.
You're good at
You know who I trust with making a Call of Cthulhu game? The guys who made Simon the Sorcerer.
Oh no! Oh no!
Why?
No.
I don't even know what that is, but I don't know why you would
They
say
also made Dark Corners of the Earth. Call of Cthulhu.
They did do that. I want out of nowhere for there to be like a sequel to Prisoner of Ice and Night of the Comet. Remember those games?
that. No.
No.
Make a third one. Sierra, right? Sierra made these like weird Lovecraft games. I think Slow Beef did some videos on them ages ago, but I like old adventure games. I would be totally cool with more of those.
I like old adventure games too because they're really stupid and goofy.
Oh.
No,
I don't
like
think Gabriel Knight is stupid.
No, they're stupid in good ways. Like,
I don't think Gabriel Knight is stupid. I think that's a good game.
That's just
I like
your opinion, man.
Yes.
I like a lot of the writing and graphics that go into old Sierra games, but I don't like the puzzles.
Right.
Yeah, old Sierra puzzles are pretty much the worst. I mean, they're not they're not put a banana on a fishing hook bad, but
no, that's saved for what was it? The Longest Journey, right? That happened in that game too.
No, it was a Flash game that fucking Slow Beef played.
Oh my god, I'm thinking of the Rubber Duck. That's right, the duck like inner tube puzzle, which is madness. Wow. It's no cat hair mustache, that's for sure. That had to wait for like the end of Sierra when they gave up, but.
What? How did Robotnik get me there? I called him Robotnik. It's
Space Quest had some good ass writing.
Yeah, like they had good writers. They had really good art. Like they were always on. Yeah. You know, it's easy to laugh at that stuff now, but like it looked as good as video games could possibly look at the time. Like, you know.
Yeah.
They were. I mean, you know, they were technically very impressive.
You know what's a good like game that's sort of cosmic horror but isn't really? The original Alone in the Dark.
Oh yeah, I like Alone in the Dark.
Like that's sort of Lovecraftian in a way. It's not exactly.
It literally is.
Yeah.
Like there's a comet and stuff, right? It's like. That guy has a new game. I wonder if it's any good.
Edward Carnby.
Not that
No,
guy.
God
the
damn it.
writer. Fucking Edward Carnby. He's 5,000 years old. Or whatever.
I'm 1,200 years old!
After 12,000 years, I'm free!
You don't look a day over 12,000. You don't look a day over 12,000. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
It's time to conquer Earth!
We're making two
I don't
completely
have your
different-
stone. And fuck you anyway.
Yes.
What's this
with
from?
This fucking stone.
What's that?
Alone in
what's
the
that?
Dark from 2008 or 9.
Oh yeah! Oh
Yeah.
yeah!
I'm Edward Carnby, and I'm 100 years old. And then he drives his car around and crashes into some stuff. That game has no ending. It is very sad.
Mm-hmm.
It has very nice
also-
fire graphics. Let's
Oh,
give
yeah.
it the credit for that. The fire looks good.
Yeah. That it does.
Yeah.
And it has some good songs in it.
It has a
By,
great
like,
soundtrack. It has a great soundtrack.
An Estonian or Hungarian choir.
Yeah, who do actually lots of soundtrack stuff. Like anytime you hear in a soundtrack, like people going like oh, it's always those
What?
people.
What just happened?
Really?
What? You need to watch
Yeah,
that. You need to watch what happened.
They've done
What?
soundtracks for tons of movies.
Did you
and
not see how I
games.
just died there?
Wait. Oh, yeah. You tunneled.
Yeah, I fell for one
That's
of.
what they call it.
I
You
fell for
went
one of
so
Dr.
fast that the hit detection just didn't handle it.
The Sonic manuals actually have a term for that. It's Dr. Robotnik's deadly speed traps. Because they couldn't figure out how to not make that happen. So they were like, well, it's just Dr. Robotnik being a giant dick.
Yeah.
I used to be
We're
much
not gonna
better at
say
this game.
sorry.
I used to be much better at this game. I used to be able to beat this game in a day, getting all the emeralds and just fucking like blazing through, only dying twice maybe. And most of those deaths were in the final levels. And I have just regressed so hard over the last like I don't know how long. How long
Kalon,
has it been since I fucking played this game?
I don't know. But
Like
let me tell you a story.
of a lovely lady?
It's all
Well,
about how his life got flipped and
Turned upside down.
Upside down and... But, okay, so for one of my final projects, I made a Bluetooth gamepad.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to show it off, so I put on an emulator, the Z-SNES.
Cool.
Yeah. And I put on Mega Man X. to
Oh,
show
Mega
off
Man
this
X is
gamepad.
really good.
And then the game started glitching.
Right, because Z-SNES is not
No,
great.
It's a glitchy mess, but for some reason it was far glitchier than I think it's like related to clock speed.
There's a RetroArch like theme that is Z-SNES, and I use that because I like the UI a lot. It's very
Oh yeah, I
nostalgic for
love
me.
snow. I love putting on snow.
Well, it's very nostalgic for me because like that was the emulator we used, and so it sets it up so you can like configure it in all the ways you would do it with Z-SNES, but it's using an actual good emulator core, so it's good. Makes me happy.
Wow.
Yeah, it's great. And it has the snow,
Yeah.
which is important to the Z-SNES experience.
yeah.
Exactly. Man, I miss using programs that have like a charming UI instead of whatever it is that Android does.
Yeah.
You know, none of those programs look good.
Oh no!
Like the King of
What?
Dragon Passport has
wasn't
like
the
added
end.
stuff in it, but it's really ugly.
That wasn't the fucking end. I thought I was coming up to the last couple of
I
blue
just
ones.
saw what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I was coming up to the last couple
come
blue
on.
ones, and it turns out those weren't the last couple blue ones.
They were not. I cannot
Damn,
beat
that was-
the first level of Hitman. I feel like an idiot.
Well, which Hitman?
Wait, you mean the original Hitman?
Oh no, the 2016 one.
Oh,
I'm having
okay.
trouble with Paris.
Okay, I was about to say, if you can't beat the first level of the original Hitman, that's fairly normal from what I hear.
I have beat the original Hitman before, the whole thing. I've played every Hitman to completion, except for this one because I just got it. I even beat Absolution, which I hated the entire time, but I did play it and beat it.
Speaking of first levels, I'm reminded of the first level to Driver, the original one.
Yes, where you can lose in the tutorial. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay, here's attempt number 3 at this fucking special stage.
I remember doing that tutorial and thinking that something was wrong with the game. Like it was glitched.
Like, Driver's not great, but there's a certain charm to like how I don't know how to explain it. There's a charm to it. Like
They
it's just
tried to do like Police Chases, the video game, and they didn't succeed until Driver San Francisco.
yes, which is a good game. Let's be fair.
It
Driver San
is.
Francisco, fucking awesome, but
It's totally great.
it's great. It's great. Sadly, in between that and the first one, they made Driver 3, which is not great, but
Drive
You know.
3er.
Driver 3, which is a travesty. If I'm honest, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not supposed to be released in that form.
No, they just
Say the
released it.
least.
It wasn't finished. Yeah, I know, but even if it had been finished, the concept is so stupid. Let's make
Damn
you not-
it!
Let's put you not in a car in Driver. Like nobody wants that.
Ew. Yeah.
Okay, next time I find that fucking special stage, I'm slapping down a save state.
Really? All right. Well, that's fine.
I think he's serious.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm slapping down a save state next time I fucking do that special zone because I'm.
All right. It's time to do Paris.
Oh, hey, it's the drum.
Yeah,
It's
the
the barrel.
The famous drum.
I fucking love that barrel because it outs so many dumb people as bad at reading video games.
Well, it's like up until that point, up and down don't really do much in Sonic.
Down
So it's
does a
kind of-
whole lot.
Well, but I mean, like to interact with a level like that, you haven't had to do that before in any Sonic, so it's kind of understandable why you wouldn't think to try it. But
It's understandable, but I'm also gonna judge you for it.
I wish
I think they had an answering machine on the Sonic helpline or Sega helpline.
that was just how do you deal with the barrel.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
there
more
were just
helpful
so
than-
many people.
Did I ever? I mean, have you ever played one of the Sierra games where, like, on the desk screen it tells you how to buy a hint book? That's my favorite.
My favorite joke about the Sierra helpline was in one of the Monkey Island games where they tell you about the stump. About the joke stump. I think it was
What?
That's my favorite.
Oh, okay, so in the original Monkey Island game, there's a stump, and it says that, you need to, in order to see the joke here, you need to insert, like, floppy disk number 37 or something like that. The thing is, there weren't that many floppy disks that came with the original Monkey Island, so a lot of people thought that they just didn't have floppy disk 37 because they didn't get it was a joke.
Ah, I see.
So in one of the in I think the second Monkey Island game, there's a place where you can go to the where like Guybrush calls the hotline and they tell you that the stump is just a joke. And then there's like another stump you can reach in and look through, and you end up looking in that area. I think that's in the third game.
Yeah, it's a third or second game where your head pops out of the
Out of the stump, yeah. It's It's a really good thing that they acknowledge that like they made a really shitty joke and that nobody really got because games weren't like that back then. That was like
I think my favorite.
that was like the
joke
first
is-
game that was kind of like that, where it just joked around with itself.
I like there's a joke in a bunch of the Ultimate games about a horse, a talking horse.
Oh yeah, the talking horse that gives you hints, and then and then it gives you hints for the previous game.
Yeah, because what that was I think Ultimate 4 was going to have a talking horse that gave you hints, but they just didn't have time to like code it or something like that. So when they made Ultima 5, they put the horse in and gave it all the hints that it was going to have in the fourth one. So it tells you like all these things that you don't need to know anymore. And so in the sixth game, they put a horse in with a bunch of hints for 5 and so on, and it's great.
And then Ultima got bad.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
yeah,
I wouldn't
I
know.
mean-
I've never actually played a single Ultima game in my life.
you should play Ultima 7. That is a good CRPG. That is a good game. You can bake bread, which is pretty sweet.
Sweet bread, yes.
Okay, but what if you don't add any sugar to it?
I don't think it matters. I don't know, but you can also load cannons and fire them and kill people with them.
Okay, all right.
Which is
here
pretty
we go.
sweet.
I'm gonna save state. State 1. All right.
But yeah, Ultima 8 was the beginning of the end. That's a bad game.
Which one?
Ultima 8
Oh,
is
8.
bad.
Okay. I hear
But-
Hey,
I hear
Clem.
9 is the worst.
Yeah, but like Ultima 8 is the first one that was made under like the EA supervision.
Oh,
And-
that
Oh,
explains a
shit.
lot.
Yeah. And
There's
so
not
they-
many games that stayed good after getting EA supervision.
Yeah, like it's literally unfinished. They didn't get the time to finish it. And so it has a bunch of stuff that just isn't there, like plot lines that just stop. And
What's a paladin?
that's 9. But like in 8, one of the
there's a ninth one?
Yeah, that's Ultima 9. But in Ultima 8 there's a bit where you release this monster and it says, I'm going to go and torment the city, and then it never does because they didn't have time to finish that. So it just goes away and is never seen again. And there's no downfall to that moral choice that you made. But like
Geez, I'm just
but-
getting worse.
it's also notable because Ultima 8 is the reason that we have the Nancy Drew games, and that is true. Because all the people who worked on Ultima 8 quit because it was like such a terrible company to work for, and they
Well, it
went.
still is. What are you talking about? Was a terrible company to work for.
I mean, Origin like had become a terrible place
okay.
to work, and so like all their programmers and stuff, a lot of them went and worked for other companies, and one of those companies that got started up was Her Interactive, that does Nancy Drew. So like their engine and all their stuff like that is all done by people who worked on the Ultima games, and a lot of their writers and things like that, at least in the early ones, are all ex-Origin people, which is interesting. So
That was a good herstory.
yeah.
That's the only joke I have.
You know what's not a good herstory? Herstory.
Oh.
Her
Yeah.
Ow.
I've never played Her Story, but it apparently is terrible and garbage.
I wouldn't say it's terrible. I mean, it's okay. It's just like
So, I'm kind of
Alright.
curious. Crow. Have you
Yes.
played Akalabeth?
no. No.
Alright.
That's the thing that's the first like Lord British thing, right?
Yeah, that's Ultima
not-
Zero, effectively.
But like I'm not interested in playing any of the early Ultimas really. They're not that great. It started being really good like I think 6 and 7 are like the good ones, personally. 7 especially. 7's really cool. It has like a murder mystery in it and all kinds of cool stuff.
I cannot
And,
for the life of me fucking solve this goddamn blue
The
sphere
blue
thing.
sphere.
Deadly Speed Trap.
No,
Stop jumping there! Stop it!
That's not a deadly speed trap. That's just a deadly Kalon can't think because he's getting frustrated trap.
Aw. But yeah, I've been kind of curious about the Ultima series. This one time I tried just downloading every single one and starting
that's
from
a
the
bad
beginning,
choice,
and I
yeah.
did not have a good time.
No.
I didn't even understand any of it.
No, like the early ones are just they were impressive in like a technical sense compared to games
Yeah.
of the time, but not like
Yeah, because,
in modern terms.
like, because you were saving a lot of the effort that would go into playing a role-playing game at the time, like all of these dice throws and shit like that, and having a DM.
Well, also like the first Ultima has a space sim in it for some reason, which
Yeah,
is
Oh
known
and-
yeah,
like you go to
because it's
space.
made by a gigantic nerd.
well because that's what happened in his tabletop game.
Yeah, they're literally
Put it
based off
in.
his tabletop games, like the first
Yeah.
2 or 3.
Yeah, and then Ultima 2, you go to like England for some reason, like real life England and Pluto and space, and you go to different planets. And then Ultima 3 is sort of going back to Britannia, but the ones that people care about are like 4 through 7. Those are the ones that anyone gives a shit about. And even 4 is really dated. But they're interesting because those are the first games to really have. 4 is the one that invented moral choices. So you have Richard Garriott to thank for that. It
Thanks,
had a
Richard
morality
Garriott.
meter. Yeah, like
It
he
had a
invented.
morality meter.
Yeah, it had a bunch of morality meters, and the real overarching quest of the game was to like fill them all up and become the new like messiah for their religion. That's what the plot of Ultima 4 is, which is
That's
interesting.
so weird.
It's a weird.
Yeah,
It's a weird idea, yeah. Like you go around and do good things and like are compassionate and
Finally!
donate to charity, and that's how you become like the great force for good in society, is by
Huh.
founding a religion. So it's interesting. It's not very fun to play anymore, but it's an interesting concept. So
Sonic can now be supersonic, which is a bad idea to be, actually.
Yeah.
Don't be supersonic at all.
Don't be supersonic. Don't
Listen, just
invite
because Sonic is basically Goku,
Sonic.
I'm gonna show off supersonic real quick. Whoa, okay, whoop, see, already impossible to fucking control. Oh,
Don't
this was not a
invite
good. This was
Sonic
not
to
a good.
suffer.
This was not a good place to show it because I'm about to come to the. Oh wait, no, not that's right. No, it just turns it dark here. So supersonic can still be squished. He can still drown if you don't have a bubble shield, which I do. So I'm effectively immortal unless I get squished or fall into a pit.
yes, if you fall into a pit, you get to wait the 3 minutes until the timer runs out.
Oh no, you don't wait. He just automatically dies.
Yes.
It's if you fall into a spike that you
A
can't
spike
jump out
pit,
of.
yeah. Then you're just stuck there.
I'm just talking about a bottomless pit. Like
Oh,
bottomless
okay,
pits
that's
can still
different.
straight up kill you.
Yeah. But I remember getting stuck in a spike pit, and you're just like, well, this is how I.
Gotta
This
wait
is
for
my
my
life
rings
now.
to run out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is this my life now?
Yes.
this is my life
where I
for the
live now.
next 50 seconds.
Yeah.
How do I eat?
What can we talk about? What like Sonic Adventure? Why do people love Sonic Adventure so much?
I don't know because it's terrible.
It's
I
it
think
is
it's
terrible.
just to justify their dad's purchase of a Dreamcast,
But they
and
still
also
buy it.
just the subtle lack of any video game. Other than that,
but
that they
people
got.
still play it. They still buy it all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
It's ported
know.
to everything.
it's awful. I hate that game so much. It is so bad. Even the Sonic stages are awful.
They are terrible.
Like
The
everybody's
only
like,
redeeming
yeah, this
quality-
game is really good, and then they glitch through the floor and die in the first level. How do you like
but
this
it-
game?
Maybe they just like fishing.
I honestly know that. I know there's a lot of people who like the big stages, but
I
like,
like the big stages.
I hate the big stages.
They're great.
but
They're
then
fantastic.
like, why would you like the rest of it?
I don't know. I don't. I don't like really any Sonic game up until like. I like Generations. That's pretty much it.
I like Sonic 2, 3, Knuckles, Colors, and Generations. That's about it. The rest are garbage, and Sonic does not deserve the reputation that he has.
I mean, I can see if you like played Adventure as a kid, saying like, well, this is like nostalgic for me, and
Yeah, but don't. The thing is about nostalgia is that you can't really just keep saying that it's good. You occasionally have to go back and relive it, and maybe admit that it has some faults.
yeah, like
This is why I will never play the Hercules video game on the PlayStation.
Because
You
you
just
love it.
know that
Oh
it's
shit!
Terrible.
I did not mean to turn it to Supersonic here. I thought I was just activating my cool like 1-frame invincibility shield. I did not realize I had 50 rings.
yeah.
Kaylon, you hecked up.
Oh, good. Yes, going into a bonus stage actually immediately cancels out Supersonic, which is good. Because that's exactly what I wanted. I don't even want to play the special stage. I just wanted to get rid of Supersonic.
I still like Independence Day, even though it's fucking terrible.
Independence Day
It's
is a
got
great
Will
movie.
Smith going
Thanks.
Welcome to Earth.
I can't
it's
believe they
dumb
just
as hell.
straight up remade it and didn't even include Will Smith in it.
You know what? I don't care about Will Smith, but it doesn't have Jeff Goldblum in it either. So
Yes, it does.
Does it?
Yeah, he's a central character.
Oh, well, maybe I should watch it then.
No, you shouldn't. It's terrible.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Jeff Goldblum's in it.
Was Jeff Goldblum the guy who in Jurassic Park did a sexy strut to a
Yes.
poop?
Yes, he was the guy who was shirtless like through the whole movie in his leather jacket. Even though Jeff Goldblum is in no way sexy.
It's just like
and he
the way
doesn't-
he strutted to a gigantic pile of poop.
I like when he flirts by talking about chaos theory. That's a great scene. He was also on Law and Order as a detective for a while.
Nice.
And he was actually pretty good, but they kept pairing him with terrible actresses as like his sidekick detective. So those
Look, it's Hard Times by the Jetsons.
I like this. I like this
Yeah.
level because it opens up with snowboarding. You're way hella
wish
rad.
I-
Fuck you, Dad. I'm not doing any homework.
he's way past cool.
Too cool for school.
Did you know that the Archie comic, the Sonic comic, still says "way past cool" on the cover?
What?
I don't think that is a bad thing.
No. I'm not whatting
measure.
about the way past cool thing. I'm whatting over the fact that the Sonic Archie comic is still going.
It is
Oh
incredible.
yeah, it's still going, and it's apparently getting real good now.
What?
See,
What?
Kalon, Archie Comics is the most successful comics company outside of Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They have
but
better sales than DC and Marvel and everyone else.
I know, but I'm still flabbergasted that the Sonic comic is still going on. I
They got
remember
rid of
stopped
all
reading
the-
I remember stopped reading that when it was on issue like 60 something.
I think they're on
They
issue
fired
like 400
Penders.
now.
What?
Well, they fired him because he sued them
Oh,
and won. And so of course they fucking fired him.
why did he sue them?
Yeah.
He sued them because he wanted control of all his like Knuckles the Echidna recolors that he made,
Like Lara Sue.
and he won, so he owns them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
And
owns.
Oh,
the
so
rights
he
to,
owns
like-
Enerjack?
I don't know if he owns that because it's only the ones he came up with.
I think
But-
he came up with Enerjack.
But he came up with like Lara Sue and Lara Lee and Mary Sue, who is an actual character and not a joke I just made.
What?
And like one of them's named Mary Sue, and all these things that just look like Knuckles. But he found what happened is they lost the contract that he signed. And so he claimed in court that meant they couldn't prove he didn't get the rights to all the characters he came up with. And the judge said, okay. and so he got them.
That's amazing.
Yeah, like they're just like, all right, that's
So
fine.
bad.
So
How do you
So
lose a
fucking bad.
contract?
there was, I don't know, and they didn't keep any copies or anything, and so it's
Hey,
like they can't
remember-
prove anything about our contract. And that
I
was
remember when fucking they were gonna remake all the Game Boy and Mega Man games, and
Yes.
somebody just lost all of the code that they had done so far on that remake.
Yes.
So it got canceled. I think it's kind of like that. They just sometimes things get lost.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, but that was how he won the case, was they just couldn't find the contract to prove that he did not own these characters.
That's amazing.
Even though they're just Knuckles the Echidna and he shouldn't own them anyway. That makes no sense. You know, it'd be like saying you own like one of the Batmans because you came up with one of the different characters being Batman. Like, it doesn't make sense, but
Batman Forever, Batman.
yeah, like if
I
you're
would
just
claim responsibility for Batman Forever Batman. That's hilarious.
yeah, but so he continually, every once in a while, he says he's still working on his Lara Sue comic that will be the true like Knuckles story, but not with Knuckles because he doesn't own Knuckles, and they're not called Echidnas anymore, but they are all the same characters.
I think
Yeah,
they're still
they're
called
gonna
Echidnas, but it's spelled differently.
Yeah, that's right. It has like an apostrophe in it. It's like space spelling, like bad fantasy spelling of Echidna. Yeah, that's what.
Oh god, I
Echidna's
just
right.
made a JonTron reference. I'm sorry. I made a JonTron noise. I feel disgusted about myself now.
I thought the JonTron noise was like when you say Heil Hitler. That's the real JonTron noise.
Hey, I'm Grump. People like me are supposed to listen to people like you.
Rich blacks commit more crimes than poor whites. This is a true fact. Look it up.
Some days I just want to commit a murder on every American.
What? No.
Did he actually say that? Or is that
No,
you?
that's just me.
Oh, okay.
That was Great Joe saying that.
Okay.
About me as an American.
Well, I mean, I'm an American too, and I feel the same way sometimes.
No tall Americans.
Actually, there are a bunch of Americans that are pretty tall. I'm not one of them. I'm only like 5'8".
Yeah.
Shit. Isn't that what they call a manlet?
So, you know, I work at this school, right? Like, they're all like 14 years old. It's a middle school. And they were supposed to do a project on bullying. And they were supposed to write down an example of like hate speech that it's not okay to use in school. And almost all of them wrote down like anything Donald Trump says. And I thought, these are
I'm
good
so happy.
I'm
proud
okay.
of these children.
Thank you, kids. Thank you for
Yeah.
How old are these kids?
Well, they're all like 13 or 14, but they are also all Hispanic.
Oh, okay.
And they all hate Donald Trump. Like,
Well, I
with
mean,
a
who doesn't
burning
hate Donald
passion.
Trump aside from like ultra conservatives who don't know
Well,
how politics work?
Well, since he invaded Syria, apparently the answer is the Democratic Party of the United States. So,
Ooh, yeah.
yeah.
Even though
Oh,
that
right,
bombing
because he did a war.
Yeah, now that he started a war, he's finally presidential.
Yeah.
I forgot how these things worked for a second, and now I remembered. So
Yeah. So
I would
actually,
too.
he's really pissed off like all his supporters.
yeah.
But it's okay because now he has new ones. All the ones who like hate the Middle East are now his fans.
And it's fucking like he didn't do anything either. He bombed airstrips that they weren't even using, and then they repaired and started firing missiles from the next day.
I think you'll find he killed 7 people, thank you, using probably like several $1 million worth of ordnance.
Isn't that what the LAPD does in like 5 minutes?
Yeah, he should have
Yeah.
just deployed some cops. They would have killed everyone.
They
I
would have
mean,
been
they're
a lot
not-
more efficient about it.
Yeah, like it's not like they're white, so the cops would be very good at killing them. Yeah.
I'm sad about the state my country's in. Hello.
Yeah. I got pulled over by a cop, and
You were white, so it's fine.
yeah, it was fine. He didn't do anything because I was white. He just gave me a warning. It was fine. But
Iceland is still open, by the way.
I hear your dog squeaking.
oh yeah, she's having fun.
Oh, what a good dog.
She has a squeaky toy. Hey, come here. You're on the internet, dog. Oh.
You're on the internet, dog. I think that might be the
Yay.
best line uttered this entire stream.
Good girl.
I love the start of this stage because it still has the snow.
Yeah, it's good.
Like,
I think
Like-
once I beat this stage, which is the end of the Sonic 3 stages, I'm going to call it a stream.
Okay.
Alright.
Excuse me.
Ah. Oh, and the death egg is in the background. There it
Yeah,
is.
the death egg's in the background.
Yeah!
Yes.
Like, this game has an amazing sense of continuity between the stages.
Yeah, it's
And
really good.
it's really impressive even today.
Yeah, it's like they. Hello, dog. Yes. Hello. She jumped up in my lap. She is too big to be
Nice.
in my lap.
Dog, what are you doing in that lap? You're too big.
You're too big.
It doesn't even fit.
She does not fit. It's a problem. Hello. Hey, dog. Good girl.
Oh, I got to touch a pupper at work yesterday.
Oh, that's great. Why was that?
Wow.
Because a
nice.
guy just brought in his new puppy, and it was great.
Oh, that's great.
And I loved it.
That's fantastic.
It was a boxer.
You should get a dog.
I
Get a
do
dog.
have a dog.
Oh, what kind of dog is it?
A pug.
Oh.
Yeah, like, just because I have a dog does not mean I'm not excited about touching new dogs. Let's
No.
be real here.
Yeah. I'm petting my dog right now. She's a hound. She's a good dog. She's very pointy. Very pointy dog.
Wow. I wish I could have a dog.
Does
Aw.
your place not allow dogs?
Nope. Or
Well,
cats.
Ubisoft has a game series for you. It's called Pets.
Pets,
With a Z.
dogs.
Also,
Yeah,
there's
dogs
also
and-
Nintendogs and cats. Thank you very much. And they're spelled
And there's
with Z's.
Vita Pets dogs.
Yeah,
Oh no.
so many
Yeah.
games that simulate having
And-
an actual animal that loves and cares for you without
Yeah.
any of the actual tangible benefits of being able to touch them.
Yeah. And there's Fallout 4. It has a dog in it.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
Okami, which
happy
is a
that
game
there
where you
are so
play
many-
as a dog.
That's true, but Okami is not on the computer.
Okay, yeah.
I know how to
you
do
can get a
PS2
yeah, you
emulation.
can get PS2
Down,
emulators.
Down. No. Ah. Alright, this is fine. Nothing's wrong here.
Everything is fine. Nothing is broken.
Everything's just fine. This
How are you?
ridiculous animal.
Oh no, I got owned by the frog with the big swinging ball and chain.
Oh.
Yeah. I would get owned there too. Then again, I haven't played this game over and over until I got perfect.
Go away!
Is she
Go
licking
away.
you?
Yes!
Yes!
Go
Yes! Good dog! What a good girl!
Everything about this is just
It's magical!
perfect. It's perfect.
Yes, chew on your toy. Go away. Go do that. Thank you. Good girl.
Knuckles, you're a jerk throwing a bomb in there.
Yes, very good. It's very nice.
You know, back when I was a kid, I thought Knuckles was a girl.
Amy
Is that
wrote-
because it's a pink? It's pink? She's pink?
He's pink and he has the long hair.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that's all my
That's a girl.
child self needed.
That's a girl.
The kitten is
Oh
laying
no!
eggs.
Oh no! I got
I
the.
can't
Oh,
believe this
no.
happened.
I can't believe I got the triple Eggmans.
Oh no. Three
Why
fat
do you
boys.
keep going into the bonus stages and not doing anything?
Because I'm near the I'm near the fucking mini boss, and I would like to turn into Super Sonic, which is the only time it's acceptable to turn into Sonic is when you're near like mini bosses and bosses, because then you just have no chance of dying at all.
But you lost all your rings.
I did lose all my rings, so I'm trying to get them back, but this thing. Alright.
See,
there we go.
Kalon, this is an example of a gambler's dilemma.
No.
You mean fallacy?
Hey, dog.
Whatever.
What? What?
Oh.
2 jackpots and an
Very good
Eggman
one.
is death incarnate? Okay. I can't believe my fucking luck. What the shit?
See, what you really need is a dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you don't have any.
Oh. Oh.
All right.
I need at least
Alright.
one.
This
I
is
need
not
to.
the best stream.
I needed to get
It's
at
just
least.
you getting shit on and somebody getting a dog.
Hey.
I needed to get at least one ring because I didn't want to die during the mini boss.
This is
This is
unmet
ridiculous.
This is fucking great. I love it. I love every second of this.
I forgot how ridiculous.
I love
this is.
Kalon getting owned, and I love just
Oh.
every hint of a dog happening.
Hello, dog. Hey, girl. Yes, that's a computer.
I wanted to know what prompted that, but I don't want to know what prompted that because out of context is just as good in context.
This is ridiculous. What are you doing?
Being a dog.
No,
I mean,
no
come
special
on.
stages. I've learned. Don't tempt the Eggman. Don't play with the Eggman because the Eggman doesn't play nice. I just made a
You know-
fucking Gravity Rush reference. Don't
I
step
am
on
the
the wizard because
Eggman.
the wizard don't play nice.
I see. I haven't played Gravity Rush.
I mean, not Gravity Rush, Gravity Falls. Excuse me.
Oh, I
Oh.
haven't watched that either.
You should watch it. It's good.
I'm not really into like cartoons and stuff, so
This is a good cartoon. It's a cosmic horror cartoon.
yeah, but I don't know. I only watch documentaries. And recently I watched The Gourmet Samurai, which was a good show that made me happy. That's a good show. You should watch that.
I should watch that.
I fucking love the beer scene.
Yeah, that's
That's
great. It's a
posted.
great scene.
He's so happy to have a
He's
beer.
very happy. It's great because he's really worried because he's like, it's a weekday, I can't drink a beer, but then he realizes, man, I bet a samurai would drink a beer. I should do that too. And then he does. And he's very
Well-
happy.
Well, the thing is, he is without a lord to serve.
Yes, because he's retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So-
that's the point. So he identifies
Yeah.
with the samurai.
The
But he's
Ronin.
I love just like the music, and he's so happy. Great scene. It's like
Like, he just stares at his beer glass with
yes.
the most shit-eating grin.
Apparently, it's based on a comic, which maybe I should find and read. But
Yeah, probably. I think the last comic that kind of felt like that was Train Man.
what is that about?
It's about a man who meets a girl on a train, and then he
Ah.
posts about it on 4chan, and
Ah.
then they start dating.
Oh,
It's cute.
to be honest, I thought like from the description that the gourmet show would be like really stupid, funny, but like it's actually pretty good. So I appreciate.
Just so you
that.
know, I went into that special stage to end Supersonic.
Okay, are you gonna get any rings this time?
No, well, I had plenty of rings. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to be Supersonic anymore. So
No, that's my shoe. No shoes. Shoes are not.
I just
for you.
owned Eggman super hard.
Dog, those are my shoes. Give
Give
them
them that,
back.
yeah.
Sorry, dog. They don't even fit.
There we go. Okay, that problem has been solved.
I love that you can't even go around Knuckles.
No,
No, it's 2D space. How,
No.
how would that even be possible? It's 2D.
Layers?
I'm gonna put these shoes on a table where they'll be safe.
And this horrible animal.
Oh, that's right. This is a spot in the where in Sonic 3 there's like an entirely different boss.
Oh, yeah. It's like
It's not this thing at
a
all.
hammer robot.
Because the game ends, right?
Yeah.
It's the end.
That's
So there's a final boss.
yeah.
Pretty much, and it's kind of terrible.
Yeah.
Because
that's pretty good.
it feels very anticlimactic.
Did you know there's a port of this game for the Tiger Gamecom?
There
No.
are so many games on the Tiger Gamecom.
Yes,
that
including
confuse me.
Sonic Jam, which is of course
And
the
Duke
Saturn.
Nukem 3D.
Yes. Which in some ways is more bizarre because that's not even a 2D game. So
Hmm.
also Resident
Well-
Evil 2 is on the Gamecom somehow.
That console is just terrible in every way.
It's so bad.
I mean, it's black and white, it ghosts, and it's got all this shit taking up battery power.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
I'm on
it
the
has,
Mushroom
like,
Hill Zone. Okay,
a
and that's where
PDA
Sonic
and-
3. That's where Sonic and Knuckles starts. So I'm gonna save state here, and then I'm gonna call it for tonight.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.